Hello, everybody. This is Gold League Gamer 1, and we're back with a brand new race. This time, we're racing Mega Man 5, which was
For Game
Mark's
Boy.
pick for being on the Game Boy, which Mark's pick for being third place in the Star Fox 64 score attack race. Now, I say third place is because now, Blue Hedgehog Man,
Forfeited his pick.
I said, yes. Well, he was forced to forfeit his pick because a week after we recorded Star Fox 64, some incident happened that we don't really want to go into the details about during this recording. So, Mark, go ahead and tell us the details. So, tell us how we're going to do this one.
Just beat the game. I gave them an order. They're not as familiar with the game, but just beat it. You're fine.
No save states or anything like that?
No. I'd say no. Between parts, you're fine, but otherwise, no. I will note, select gives you the shop.
Okay.
All right, so everyone should be highlighting whichever robot master you're going to start with.
Indeed.
All right, on 1, 3, 2, 1.
Now, one thing of note, guys might want to do a charge shot, because it is different in this game.
Oh, I saw
Okay.
that during testing.
You've got to see the
recoil
backstory.
thing, hasn't it?
It's the most powerful weapon the world has ever known.
And that weapon shall go where no weapon has gone before.
Fist trick.
I'm going to apologize right now to anybody if I go mute a lot during this race. I'm sorry, I am not well at the moment, and I just died because I fell into a pit.
Yeah, watch the conveyors. They can change suddenly.
Yeah, it's more like the controller decided to eat my input, but it's okay.
Okay.
Shockingly, this is an official race. Everybody watching, so potentially even me or Gold's gonna get a pick from this.
I think a lot of people are just busy tonight.
I did actually speak to Paris. I think it was like Sunday or okay. Recovery on that is horrendous. I did speak to Paris like Sunday or Monday. He said he might look into joining, but I'm guessing he just never said anything. So
I think he's usually busy though.
yeah, true. He's obviously got a lot on his plate. So
And I know it's to being busyness when it comes to him in a lot of cases. So I was actually in Dine's stream earlier today. I think he's technically busy right now. Oh, even if he wasn't earlier today, he kind of didn't feel like it either.
that's fine.
I know.
Can always be up for a race.
That's
Oh, okay. I've already game overed. God damn.
You'll understand why this one's first. Recommend Mercury first, but you don't have to do the order.
Nah, I'll just go your order, dude, because I
getting used to the
haven't done
stage.
I've done no practice, so at the end of the day, I'll just go with yours. I should point out I am also playing this blind. I've just not had the time to practice or anything during the week, so screw it.
You do have there is one sub thing you do have. It's like a cat who tries to attack things for you a little bit.
Oh, I vaguely remember that from the comics. What did they end up calling that thing?
Tango, I think.
Yeah, I think that was it. Maybe it was. It's gonna be a music bump because it's Mega Man, but
Oh, I got canned. Oh, man. Oh, well. I got to a checkpoint, so that's cool. Oh, yeah, this thing.
oh, I don't like that momentum falling on when you go down.
Conveyor belt?
Well, no, it's not. No. When you change screens from top to bottom, you retain your momentum as you go down. Which, if you're going left, you'll continue left. If not, you don't just drop like a rock. So, oh, I am struggling here. I'm already less than half health, and oh, yep. Oh crap! I've died like 5 times already. I'll be lucky if I manage to beat this level, let alone anything else.
Same here.
Okay.
Yes, I think I've already mentioned, but yeah, this is a race for second place. Mark has got this one in the bag, we should probably point that out.
One good thing about the charge shot, it does have a boomerang. The boomerang effect does damage things.
Yeah, this is like Super Empire Strikes Back all over again.
No, that would have been if I picked 3. Trust me.
That would have been pick 3.
Well, except you guys would have been familiar with at least Mega Man 3, so you would, and those stages are similar to an extent. So I don't know.
I think it's more just.
No, it's the second half is the problem with 3 is the thing, not the first half. Okay, got the Mercury.
Take damage. Okay, but it does do that. Crap. I must at least be halfway by now, surely.
What if you you can buy E-tanks at the shop. As a
what's the currency for it?
those P chips.
I thought that was like PowerPoints or something.
It's got the letter P on it. It's money
Oh, okay.
in this game.
I assume you don't start off.
So there's a shop.
Start
for
off with
this game?
0. Yeah, press select in the menu, and it also prompts for it when you beat a stage.
By menu, you mean the Robot Master screen?
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I beat Mercury.
Nicely done.
You know what, I'll spoil it right now. Mercury weapon, what it does is, when you hit an enemy, they will always have a small healing item fly from them if you damage them with it. It orbits in a weird pattern, but if you catch it, you get a free little heal, guaranteed. So it's basically you can heal yourself as you kill things with it.
See health, but I don't really want to go for that. It's right next to a spike, and whoa, crap! I'm not doing very well here.
On to Mars.
Okay, I got an extra life at least, so. Oh, I see an E-tank, but it's in a very questionable spot. Yep, I should not have gone for it. God damn it.
If you see the small E-tanks, those are, if you collect 4, they become a whole.
No, there was a big one, like, on top of, a roll with some spikes. I went for that.
I'm just, clarifying what the small ones are.
Oh, sorry, I thought you just...
Because they're not in every game. And you talking about E-tanks just reminded me of that. So, that's all. How are you doing, Gold?
I might not have heard you. Oh, there he is.
How are you doing, Gold?
Oh, good. I'm still working on the Mercury stage.
Oh, there's some energy, but I need health more than anything at the moment.
Oh, you down here, you gorilla.
No.
You're no Donkey Kong. You're supposed to collect the bananas, not throw them at your enemies. Do a lot of the Kremlings work for them. Too many enemies in this game explode.
God damn it. Game over again. I am not doing this tonight. It's just not on. Something definitely feels like, obviously it does play almost similar, but it's like the momentum, the weight and everything does feel slightly different. It is putting me off a bit.
Okay.
I mean, it's not massively different, but yeah, it definitely feels a little bit weird.
I do know the first stage I beat when I was playing this was the Neptune stage, technically. Because he's not too hard to buster either.
God damn it, the recovery takes forever. Is obviously you were talking about this earlier, but I'm guessing every stage is like original. Then none of them are copies from like the NES games.
Correct. There's a few puzzles that will look very similar, but yeah, nothing is. This is all original. equal to this one. The only other place you might find things similar to this would be Rockman 4 minus Infinity, which is a Eggman 4 ROM hack that went above and beyond. What the heck am I doing? I have the...
Oh, come on, seriously?
Oh, boy.
Since I need, I'm gonna try and just drop down straight here.
Spikes.
Please don't keep them in. Okay, that's better. I'll remember to do that if I die again. Just to be honest, I might be better off doing because I've only got... I'm on my last
something?
life again.
It bounces.
Oh.
Oh, that was close.
That's better. This is a bit better. Starting to get used to the controls. Didn't mean to do that.
Go. Like I
Yeah,
said,
wait a
since the weapon he gives you can basically guarantees healing drops, the first stage is going to be one of the biggest bears. If you take advantage
You
of
mean... Oh, okay. Excuse me.
that.
That drop health? No, it's not dropping health. It dropped weapon ammo, which is absolutely useless to me.
Though I suppose as for a second choice, Neptune and Mars would be pretty even.
What's the next stage?
Well, I do Mars, but really you're gonna have to buster Neptune anyway, no matter what you do. And Mars is technically weak to Neptune's attack. It's just Neptune's attack is like no ammunition at all.
Okay.
And I'm fighting a bunch of gorillas.
Nope. No, don't want to do that. Don't want to do
Really?
that.
Yeah.
What, this DK Jungle?
No, I'm on the opposite side of Donkey Kong Country 3. I'm the robot killing the monkeys.
Oh,
That was
Chaos.
close.
Yeah, it's the robot.
Time.
Yeah, on the opposite side. It's like how what's it?
Seriously?
What was that game? No, it was shoot. Bucky O'Hare is on the opposite side as the Battletoads.
Battletoads. One game where the all well-known racing channels owe their existence to.
Alright, finally we've reached the boss. First time doing this.
Yeah, charge shot him when you get the chance.
Oh, I didn't even see his attack there.
He's invincible when he's slime. He's consistent when you can see his pattern, though.
Alright.
Okay, Mars is dead.
Oh, okay, I think I see what the game here is.
He'll basically alternate between his two kinds of attacks.
Okay, I was pretty sure I was far enough away there, but never mind. Ugh, crap.
Game over?
No, not yet, but he's hitting me when he really shouldn't be hitting me.
His moves are a little weird, but they're consistent. It's basically how he works.
It's not so much his movement, it's his hitbox is a little jank.
Fair. Alright, next. To Mars. I like to take on Venus.
Oh no! I needed one more hit and I'd have killed him. That's game over again.
You are in second, though.
No, technically Gold will be in second.
I
well,
thought
to be
we.
fair,
I
in
thought
level.
wait. I thought the ruling on that was
Oh
that
yeah, yeah.
whoever
Yeah, I get what you mean. Sorry.
got the furthest is
Yeah,
ahead.
yes, that's
Unless
Yep.
Gold's actually Gold. Have you actually been at the boss yet?
not yet.
Okay, so technically, yeah, I'm in second.
It only matters when someone actually, one of us actually gets to it.
Turbo did.
I did get to the boss. I actually was one hit away from killing him, but I died.
Are you on Mercury stage 2?
Mhm.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, that one is. Again, Mega Man games are instant death heavy. Period.
Screwing this up so bad right now. I knew I was not going to do well. Obviously, going into any game blind's a bad idea, but I figured I'd be doing a little bit better than this so far.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah, I
get
still
these.
recommend you try this out on your own time at some point.
Maybe. I've got like a crap load of other things on the backlog first, but
Fair enough.
alright. Don't get the momentum, try and avoid it. Yes, that'll work. That's better. I know for a fact that'll work, and stupid bird nearly killed me because of the goddamn recovery time.
I'm experiencing slowdown. Where should I die to get a
Oh.
game over on purpose here? But oh well.
I can't need you to beat the game, dude.
Well, no, it would have been like at the beginning of the stage to
Okay.
make sure I have full lives, stuff like that. That's all.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, and at this point, I'm already into the stage to an extent, so it's like I might as well just try.
Excuse me.
Oh wait, there's a shop. What the heck? Heck, I can just kind of brute force a lot of this.
I take it the different size P bags are worth different amounts.
Yep. It's you have 2 pages on the pause screen. If you get the highlight next, you can see.
I'm in the middle of the stage at the moment, but I'll
Your
check
supply.
after I'm done.
It's like I don't think you'll care because it will also show it when you're in the shop. I do recommend using it at least at a certain point, but that's later in the game.
Okay, nearly got that.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's going a little bit better this time.
Oh, this gimmick. Oh, I fell for it. Oh. Continue.
I'll do for now. Again, skip the tank. I'd love to get it, but I'm not going to risk it. Damn, I should not have got hit there, but never mind.
Down, this one, move, slide.
One thing I didn't want. Okay, at the boss fight again. Or I'm in the corridor. Now I'm at the boss fight. Hello, Sauron.
I guess if he had you could actually see his eyes. I guess.
Okay, yep, that's probably not gonna be able to do this, but I'll give it a go.
I think he's named Mercury because he turns into liquid.
I was talking more about the noise somebody made there, where it sounded like they were breathing heavily into the mic.
Yeah.
I don't remember
it's-
doing that.
This
Gold.
might have been something on my end.
Never mind.
I'll take the death actually there because I only had a sliver of health left, so
What, gold
got
Vader?
I've got 2 chances at this.
Ah! The owls. Checkpoint, yay. Oh yeah, Oh, I know one of the reasons I picked this, because I've already played these a lot, and I did not really want to invest much, like, practice time in anything.
Oh, fair enough. At the end of the day, that's why I do.
And I'd played these, like, repeatedly, because, like I said, I had a portable version, and whenever a game's portable and you're traveling, it is so good.
Never really did that much. I didn't actually have an original Game Boy, so...
But I think you can understand it. That's what I'm saying.
I did with the Game Boy Color. Obviously, I used to play Pokemon a crap ton, like in car rides and stuff. But alright, finally, I've beaten the stage.
It should give you an option for the lab, I think, after you beat him. And like I said, his power does, if you hit an enemy with it, it will give you a chance to get a healing pickup. One of the small ones, but still. No, it's guaranteed.
You said Mars next, so I'm gonna...
that's the one I like to do. It's up to you, though, I'd argue.
I'll just go with your...
He is kind of tricky. He's not as easy as Mercury's pattern's gonna be, but up to you.
Okay.
I think the reason I like this order is because the Venus's weapon makes Neptune is really good for Neptune's stage at a particular part. Just looking at it logically. But watch out, everything explodes in his stage.
I'm just taking a look here, select which item you want. Okay, I want the E-tanks, thank you very much.
You're also going to have to use the pause screen to select every weapon. There's no LR.
That's fine.
But...
Do you want this item? Yes, please, I will take that. You finished? Yes, I am done.
And in terms of the two halves, all the Game Boy ones are structured in two halves. Although they all handle it differently. Does that make sense?
Mars is bottom right, right?
Mars is, I think, bottom left. He's the guy who looks like a tank.
Oh, okay. The picture's not right then on the website, don't mind.
Well, at least he's easy to describe.
Alright, Mars, here we go.
Like I said, everything explodes.
I'm gonna switch the weapon out and just use his and see what we get here.
Yeah, you might want to see how it gets you the healing, just to see how the orbiting works. It's a little weird.
Oh, crap. Okay, that guy's not easy to kill. Yeah, this is quite an overpowered weapon, actually, with the grabs you can get.
That's why I recommend him first. Or especially if you don't know it for the... and stuff, so...
Excuse me.
Alright, got to Venus.
No, don't... Okay. Okay, that is kind of bullcrap right there, but whatever.
A lot of the... oh, okay, I already said they explode. Like Venus did here. So, third down!
I didn't even see that ladder there.
Do you have any problems with any spots gold in particular?
Well, pretty much. Well, whenever I have to start over, I end up making good progress. But it's really like, it's really hard to say.
No spot in particular?
Well, yeah, I can't really name exactly what it is.
I do think the physics are a little bit different than, like, NES Mega Man. That was a bit off-putting for me at first.
I think the conveyor belts don't help in a first stage, either. Because they can randomly change direction.
Now, this stage is... I have to say, this stage is a lot easier anyway.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's... I just recommend... You have to get Mercury with no weakness anyway, and his weapon is so good.
They said that, and I died to the mini-boss.
Alright, I'm taking on Neptune stage. Oh yeah, if you want to know the plot, it's like it's a not Wily boss that turns out that Wily was behind all along.
So Mega Man 5, essentially.
We got 5 minutes, by the way.
Basically, Mega Man's 4 through 6.
Yeah, I suppose Mr. X and all that from 6. And the Dr. Cossack and all that shit.
Yep. And kind of, and if you, and also the Mega Man X plot if you're counting Sigma, kind of.
In what way?
Because Sigma basically does what Wily does. Oh, it's Wily, it's Sigma all along.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant something like Dr. Wily was dressed up as Sigma or something weird like that then.
Nope.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, could have done without that, but never mind.
Okay, yeah, now I'm... Yeah, this probably would have been... That's probably why I beat Neptune first. But then I made a mistake and died.
Okay, I can jump on these, okay.
No wait, you're not to Venus yet. Okay.
No, I'm still on the Mars stage.
There's a certain gimmick in Venus. When you get to the floor with the bubbles, you might want to tell me. In Venus' stage.
Okay, did not know that was gonna do that.
Nope, don't have a good one for hitting you. Right, down the hole! Next. There are other... I know there's an upgrade that enables your arm charge blast to pick up items. But it's quite expensive. And I don't know how useful it actually is for speed. To the point where it's almost better to invest in E-tanks, I think.
God damn, that was close.
I will use the Mercury weapon.
Bit of health, nice.
I hate anticipating when it's a bad idea.
Oh, damn it, I died. And game over, actually. When that game over, do I retain any items I already bought, or...?
As far as I can tell, everything is retained when you game over. And I will also say, it's more for later, but in the second half, you don't get your weapon ammo back unless you game over. But that's only in the second half.
I'll be honest, it's funny that you think I'm going to get to the second half.
That's why I was hesitating to say anything.
I know I'm not going to get there.
Yeah, I don't think either of us are going to get there.
Well, we got 60 seconds left, by the way.
Okay. I hate enemies that do that.
I passed the steam vent. Just play the waiting game.
Wait, yeah, I did get that back, didn't I? Okay, I'll keep with the Buster for now.
Mars missile, boo. Or not.
A bit of health, always helpful.
What is here? Big jump! Give me that potato chip. What else would a P-chip stand for?
E?
Potato chip?
Yeah. Oh.
Excuse me. Alright, you know what? Screw you, I'm just gonna
Got to Neptune's corridor.
We got 10 seconds.
Hey,
Time where 50 seconds feels like 2 minutes.
And stop.
okay.
Alright. Sliding under Neptune.
All right, catch us back next time for part 2. Later, folks.
See ya.
See ya.